Alright, she's looking pretty sweet. So now with all the decals down on the top of the saucer, all I've got left is the side of the saucer. If they had offered different names for the ship, I definitely wouldn't have done Enterprise. So out of the 4, 5, 6 Connies that I've built in the last year and a half or so, this is the first Enterprise out of all of them. So definitely looks pretty good. I screwed up in a few places, but I kind of expected to some degree. The circle of the bridge there is just a little off. Over here, let's spin this around. So it's almost invisible here. There's a little square here that's definitely too high as opposed to that one, which is almost close on. In trying to fix the docking bay back there, I almost scratched it up and lost it. The phasers, the registration, and the thruster panels are still wet here, so I want to be real careful while I handle this. I kind of thought I was messing up the back windows there with the gray and the red stripe area, because there is a bit of an overlap right on the front there, but it doesn't look too bad overall. What else on the top? I really thought this blue happened with the A and not before that, but we'll go with what it is as it is. Down here on the bottom, I think I kind of covered some of this already. The blue on the port side here, the screen right, that's a little too centered, but everything else came out really well, and definitely seeing all the little gray and red squares and all the colors on top here, I'm definitely disappointed that round 2 didn't include some color panels for the panels, such as the 2 there. I think those are supposed to be landing gear for the saucer. There's definitely some airlocks for people, that kind of thing. There's 4, 6, 8 of them. Would have been really easy on their part. There must have been room on those decal sheets. Maybe there wasn't. I'll have to look at the old videos. Over here I've got a white paint pen, so I'm going to try and touch up that little blemish right there. Again, I think I pretty much covered everything here. Registration issues, which were my fault entirely. It looks like I missed getting the phasers dead exactly on right there. And the fit on the docking pad there, or landing bay pad, is not quite right for that black decal. In a few cases, I definitely got some hairs from the brush inside the finish. There's probably a couple cat hairs that snuck their way in. It seems there's no way around those ever. But if we get some focus, maybe pull out a little hair. There we go. So the solva set really snugged all these decals down really nicely. I don't quite see that scratch anymore. Oh, there it is. That's really settled down as well, and that's really nice the way the solva set works. I don't know how I lived without the stuff before. But if we get in real close here with some focus maybe. Yeah, that red line is really dug into that panel. I love that. So coming up here, we'll take a look at the nacelles while I keep talking, I guess. So I got to find the inserts there and get those going. The bottom of the nacelle here, that was definitely the toughest to figure out. Decals 113 and 114. But putting them next to each other, lined up, it finally made sense as to what goes where. One definite problem with these is that the decal that goes here and right in there, those are basically copies of each other rather than mirrors. So on each nacelle I had to flip 2 of those over so the non-glue side was sticking to the plastic. And I'm relying on the solva set to really weld that down. But overall they look really nice. Spending some time on the seam lines would definitely be a good thing. I wanted to build this straight out of the box, just as is, to have some fun, see how it looks, you know, just straight up. And it's pretty good overall. I'm definitely happy with it. The seam line down here isn't great. It can be squished together a little better. That would have been a glue factor that I should have dealt with early on. I'm almost wondering if painting and doing all the decals first before you actually assemble this would have resulted in a better overall kit. I don't quite know. For example, the decals, or rather the decal, the green one here that goes all the way across the deflector housing, that's meant to be put down in one piece, and basically I had to make some slices especially right in there to get that to fit right. Not a problem at all. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Next up, I'm going to give it a matte coat. I'm not going to put the final pieces together until I've got that down, just because it'll be much easier to give a spray. I'm probably safe to start putting the matte on this. So this is the last time this will be seen in a glossy sense. And what I realized was, with this clear pearl that I plan on putting down, I'm going to have to mask off some areas, like the grills there. I don't want those to go pearl. Or over here, I don't want those grills to go pearl. Those need to be deep black. The letters, it would be nice if those don't go pearl, but there's really no way to mask those. So I'm going to be judicious in my use of that pearl initially, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll put some post-its or something over these grill lines here to help protect those, because the one thing you don't want to do, no matter how many matte coats you put down, never put masking tape over decals. It'll go right through the matte coat and eat them up. So yeah, that's it for this installment. Next time you see this, the matte will be going underway if I don't record those going on the sides. I'm going to wait for that to dry a little longer before I actually do anything with it. So thanks for watching as always. See ya.